So when it comes to IVF, most times they're talking about only the women. But what we fail to understand is the women have 50% and the men have 50% for a successful IVF. So today we are going to be talking about how to improve sperm quality, count, morphology, and motility during an IVF cycle. You know, when it comes to completing a successful IVF cycle, embryo quality and quantity are very, very important. Sometimes, you know, they call the men, but most hospitals are not so keen in whether the sperm is good or not, which is true. But to create a healthy embryo, both the egg and the sperm must be of good quality. They have to be of good quality. Although studies have shown that low sperm count and motility can result in a good IVF cycle, but most times it results in low rates of embryo development. IVF typically helps to increase the chances of pregnancy in this instance. That's why most people that have zero sperm count, very low sperm count, they go in for IVF so that their chances of conception will be very high. That's why most times when somebody says we did IVF and the doctor said the sperm was good, and I'm like, okay, was the sperm good for IVF cycle or natural conception or everything? Because the sperm that is good for IVF cycle is not the same as the sperm that is good for a natural conception. For IVF cycle, even for zero sperm count, sometimes they do a mini surgery and they extract the sperm cells. But for a natural conception, the sperm has to be at least 20 million sperm count and then 50% morphology and 50% motility. Low sperm count and motility are less of an issue since the sperm has a greater chance of fertilizing in a petri dish as opposed to the female reproductive tract, which presents a bigger obstacle to the sperm. A petri dish is what they fertilize the sperm inside, more or less like presenting like a womb or a fallopian tube. So that is very small, and the sperm and the egg are there in a very small place. So the sperm swim faster to meet the egg, faster than when it has to travel round the fallopian tubes and all that. So it is easier for the sperm to meet the egg and fertilize. That's why they remove the sperm of the man and the egg of the woman and put in the petri dish and see the ones that will fertilize, see the ones that will do very well for at least 3 to 5 days before they say, okay, let's transfer this one. That's why it has a higher chance. With IVF, the sperm and the egg don't get to go and start fertilizing in the womb. The only thing is implantation. It's fertilizing the petri dish already. So it's more or less like the bulk of the work has been done. So once the transfer is done, it's just to implant because it has been fertilized already. So sperm morphology refers to the shape, the size, and the structure of the sperm, and it has a great impact on male fertility, even when it comes to IVF success. If the morphology is not good, it means the embryo will be either grade B, grade C, or grade D, especially grade C and D. Sometimes they don't even get good embryo. That's why when the woman has very good egg quality and the man has poor low sperm count, most times the IVF is not successful, and they are saying, the doctor said the embryos were very good, but there were still abnormalities that were not looked into. Sperm with morphological abnormalities has a decreased ability to break past the outer layer of the egg during the fertilization. That is why they will say, okay, let's conduct a sperm analysis during an IVF cycle to see which sperm is better. Because once they do the sperm analysis, they see that, okay, the sperm is like this, it's like that, and it's like this. So we can get at least maybe 10 sperm cells, 20 sperm cells, and then try to screen them. They wash the sperm so that they can get the best out of it, so that the chances of IVF success will increase. So how do we improve the sperm quality naturally? Before you say, okay, let's go for an IVF cycle, the woman is going to prepare herself. We are mostly talking about women. Today we are talking about men. How do we increase the sperm quality? Number one, you have to live a healthy lifestyle. Eat good food that are rich in vegetables, good nutrients, fiber, things like beans, lentils. Take pap, eat cooked food, reduce junk. If you are taking alcohol, stop smoking. Do exercise, regular exercise. You can go to the gym, but not vigorous exercises. Rest a lot. Drink enough fluid like water. You can add lemon in your water or cucumber. Just if you are smoking and drinking, you need to stop at least 3 months before your IVF cycle. Then if that is like maybe just everywhere for you, you can meet up with a fertility coach or a health coach, especially fertility coach like myself, and then we'll help you to give a comprehensive guide on what you should do. It comes with a fee though, but then you will never regret contacting us. So with that has brought us to the end of our video. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Blessed Sule, aka the Fertile Mom. I'm a health coach, I'm a fertility coach, I'm a fertility nutritionist, and a vaginal facilitator. I help people trying to conceive naturally with lifestyle changes and adjustment, supplements and multivitamin that help them and increase their chances to at least 80%. And then I teach women how to know when they are ovulating exactly so that they can meet their husbands at the right time. And then I teach them how to select the sex of their children in case they want a boy or a girl. And then I teach them how to avoid pregnancy naturally. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.